Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mel7 Gaming. We're going to play some Battletech. I'm a little bit burned out on Mech Warrior at the moment, so we're going to jump back into... We're going to stay with giant stompy mechs, although we have a little bit of that going on in Iron Harvest as well. But we're going to go back into more traditional Battletech, and we're going to play, actually, Battletech from HPS, Harebrained Schemes. As you can see, I've got a couple hours into this, 666 0.8 it says now. Interestingly enough, I had 666.7 when I opened this earlier in the day, and I haven't played it since then. So I'm not sure how I ended up adding an extra 0.1 hours despite not opening the game. Okay, it is what it is. We have a bunch of the achievements. I don't have all of them. Most of the ones I don't have are multiplayer ones, which I don't play, but there are a few that we might look at getting as we play the game. If we go to global achievement rates, I think that shows them all, whether you have them or not. We can come down here and see there's a few I don't have. I don't know what this one is. There's a few that just don't say what they are. Beta Strike, Blaze of Glory. But we have not been allied with House Merrick. We have not been allied with House Kurita, I believe. Is that far down here? Haven't been allied with the Taurian Concordat. In fact, only 1.1% of people have. We haven't done a campaign with Iron Man, and that's just because of streaming. Iron Man doesn't make a lot of sense in case there's a problem, although maybe we turned it on just for shits and giggles. And I haven't started a campaign with mechs requiring 8 parts and then complete 10 mechs, so maybe we'll add that in too. I think the rest of this, achieve a, whatever, elite rank in career mode. Some stuff it doesn't say what it is, or legendary rank. And that's fine. All the rest of these are online. So yeah, I think it's Kurita, Taurian Concordat, and Merrick are the ones I haven't done, and require 8 parts and build 10 mechs. I think those are kind of what we're looking for. So that's what we're going to play. I haven't played it in a little while, so we'll see. As far as mods go, because we will be playing modded, we are going to, first of all, we have the community asset bundle loaded up and running, so we can see that. And I am running the Battletech mod manager. We are actually only running 2 different mods, just one of them happens to be a huge bundle. Mellow 7 emblems happens to be some unit emblems that I've made that happens to be on Nexus. If you're interested, I think I've got 3 or 4 kind of unit emblem packs on there that you can get. We're just grabbing this one because it's got the Bomber Baron logo. We'll grab that. The other one we are going to run is Battletech Revised. We'll get back to it in just a second. One of the things that's happened in the last, I don't know, year and a half is there's been some fallout from some of the decisions Nexus Mods has made. Now, I won't tell you I understand how those changes mean anything. My mods on here are very kind of casual. I don't have anything invested in my identity as a modder, so to speak. And so the drama on Nexus Mods rarely bothers me at all. However, it bothers a lot of people, and so we've been seeing mods show up on all sorts of other places, most of which, in my opinion, are really, really substandard and nowhere near what Nexus Mods gives you. I think people really underestimate how much work, how much money, and how much kind of infrastructure needs to go in to running a major site like Nexus Mods, and so they tend to overvalue their own kind of mod and undervalue what happens in the back. I'm not trying to shoot anyone down or saying bad. I'm just saying that what we'll see is a lot of these other places don't really hold a candle. So we're upset at this, and so we're doing it a much worse way, in hopes that maybe that will pave a way to provide some sort of competition or whatever. I don't know. But I had to use a new one today, Mods in Exile, to get the community asset bundle. Not impressed. Judging from the site development blogs, nobody else is either, including the people that did it, although they came out and said, hey, we thought this was a really good idea. See, they're using Discourse here, which I guess is the problem, right? So nobody liked this, and now they use Discourse. Nobody likes Discourse. So they're going to use some, I don't know. I'm just saying it's here. If you're looking for Battletech mods and you can't find them on Nexus, or you yourself have a moral issue with Nexus mods, then this is one more place that you can randomly look and hope maybe your favorite mods are there. Obviously, GitHub's another. We've seen some other with Mech Warrior places, and there are some, in theory, some Mech Warrior options here. Appears to be a lot of Fallout stuff. We've got a little bit of Battletech stuff here, including the Community Asset Bundle. There is very little Mech Warrior. That's kind of it for Mech Warrior. So if you're looking for giant robots, that's kind of it. There's some Subnautica, a few things here for some other kind of medieval RPG games, I guess. Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, there's not a huge amount there. However, I will point out that one that is here that I almost ran is Battletech Extended. This is done by Harry, and this is one of the best overall game mods for Battletech. Maybe the best. And we've played it a lot in the past. Obviously not the newest version because it's been a while since I played. Harry's amazing. The community around this mod is amazing. And we've, it was hard not to do it. I just want to point out that it does still exist. It is still being updated. You can see the last version up here was January this year. So not a huge amount, super recently. Or at least is that the first one? And then, all right, looks like the most recent activity is June 19th. It starts January 3rd. Okay. Regardless, this is a great overall game change mod. It does a lot of good stuff. I highly recommend if you're looking for a whole game mod, right? Something that gives you a whole bunch of stuff in one kind of button push. This is one of the best you can get. Like I said, Harry's amazing, does have his own Discord channel. So feel free to run over there. Worked with Zottle, obviously, he says here. Now, one of the things that I like about this, and call me crazy, I looked at using a different one. A third, we're going to see the one I did use, the one I thought about using. However, that one essentially came out and said the game was garbage at launch and it required him and other people like him to make it what it should have been. And then went on to say he made this perfect and this perfect and this Zen-like and that perfect. And I just read that and went, yeah, dude, I'm not ever playing your mod. I don't know, call me crazy. However, we jump into this, and I think somewhere down here we have we've got a big thank you in a particular, and I love this, right? Thank you for Harebrained Schemes for Battletech Game and their support to modders. It's calling out one person, HBS Eck, in particular for a lot of work that he or she, I'm not sure for Eck, has done. Calling out PGI for their 2 Battletech Universe games and giving permission for modders to use those mechs within a different game, right? Talking about Mega Mech, which is another online game that's just too complicated for me to deal with, but is also very cool. I've played with it a little bit here and there. And a little bit too niche for my channel, I think. If you guys would really like to see some Mega Mech, let me know down below. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't think anyone will watch it. And then Sarna for their... So here, he's thanking a lot of people that get crapped on sometimes with these mods. But that's just because Harry's class, right? So, Harry, if you see this, we're not playing Battletech Extended this time, but kudos and shout-outs to you. Really appreciate it. So what we are going to play is Battletech Revised. I had wanted to play this for quite a while and just never got to it on stream. There's a number of really good Battletech mods out there. And this is one that just never quite happened. And so we're going to jump into it. We did have a discussion. Somebody was talking about being able to take over the galaxy and be able to change, kind of fight for their favorite house and try to help conquer and stuff for Mech Warrior. And one of the things that you can do in Battletech with the right mods is you can do that. And this incorporates that. And in fact, let's see if I can find where it says it. At least I think it's going to incorporate it. We will find out. Where is the comment? Again, it's a rebalancing of everything. While I'm looking for this, let me comment on that. Within these video games, it feels like everybody feels that every mech has to be good. Right? Every 35-ton mech should be balanced to every other 35-ton mech. And in Battletech, it doesn't need to be, because mechs have their own kind of drop value, their own points, their own value. And you can have a cheap 35-ton mech and an expensive 35-ton mech. Just like in real life, you can drive a cheap 4-door or an expensive 4-door, right? They're the same size, they do the same thing, but one of them is much nicer than the other. They don't all have to be equivalent, because at the end of the day, the balancing factor is the cost, right? And while there is a cost in this game, it's kind of a one-time purchase and that's it. Whereas in Battletech, those costs and that drop point value is different. In Battletech, we pay a drop value for weight in the computer games, whether it be MechWarrior or Battletech. But in Battletech, the tabletop, you are paying a different type of drop value, if my memory's correct. And that's your balancing, right? And so you could go with a cheaper medium mech rather than an expensive medium mech, right? So I don't have a problem with mechs being good or bad. The problem is how they're implemented within the game. That balancing mechanic is lost. Now, I know that I'm pretty sure that both this game and in Battletech and MechWarrior, they looked at cost values for game mechs based on that type of value, like a threat value. I think those are in both games back end, and they were never actually implemented and used in the front end for the final game. However, that's how you balance those games, not with weight, not trying to make every 35-pounder exactly the same as every other 35-pounder, but by making sure that a bad 35-pounder costs less than an expensive 35-pounder to drop. So instead of a tonnage drop limit, you have a drop cost that's based on the threat value of those mechs. Does that make sense? Anyway, this is another mod that's going to attempt to balance all those mechs and make all those things equal, make all the weapons comparable and competitive and useful. And that's fine. I'm not. There's a spot for that because of the way this game is done. I would just prefer we change the drop cost value rather than try to make every mech. So you can use two crappy, two cicadas, or I don't know, pick your medium mech, a trebuchet, right? A mech you like that's useful. So I don't know. It is what it is. Don Zappa, there we go. He's the one that does the Galaxy at War mod. That's the mod that lets you actually take over star systems, and the star system should change. So hopefully we'll have some of that within this. And I think it's gonna be fun. I've said, I don't know if it's a bitch, but a criticism of the way mods have balanced, but they've all done it. So we'll see. And they're leaning on quirks. In Battletech tabletop, you can kind of put anything anywhere. You're not limited to hard points for stuff, right? What makes mechs different at various costs often is just the quirks. And so quirks are really important. And so we'll see how they've done that. But I'm excited about it. So let's close all of that down. We are running the Battletech Mod Manager, and you can see two mods, mine, and then the one overall giant one. Now, it's got a few things that aren't checked here, and I'm not sure why. Ability mods allow... So some of these things, and I don't think we can extend this window. It is what it is, unfortunately. So Ability Realizer allows for ability mods to more easily exist. I don't really know what that means. It's unchecked now. I'm going to leave it unchecked. You can see this is all the stuff that mod happens to do. So we've got abstracted armor repair, and can we make these smaller? Let's just bring this in. I don't need that. I want to be able to read these. Okay, here we go. Abstracted armor repair abstracts armor damage for repair. That give me a description that says something different than this. Mine, Mellow 7 emblems. What does it do? It adds unit emblems. There we go. Adjust pilot skills and abilities. This tells me nothing. AI toolkit, Battletech performance effects, BE mechs. Okay. So that's I assume Battletech extended mechs, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Better headlights. Changes how mech, vehicle, and radar blip lights operate. Okay. Bigger drops. Mech quirks. Okay, this is all the Battletech Revised core stuff. So core, debug, logo, munitions, overrides, campaign operations, CBT, clever girl, not just for AI, colorful combatants. All right, that's going to give us cool colors for stuff for mercs and pirates. Nice. I like that. Activatable equipment, custom ammo categories, custom localization. Okay. Custom salvage, custom units. Description, custom units. It's just a waste of a box, Drop cost per mech, extended conversations, fewer head injuries, Flashpoint DLC, new flashpoints. All right. Module containing new flashpoints for BTA that don't require urban warfare. Oh, we have urban warfare. I have all the DLCs. There's the one right there. Tiverton wants the black market out. Are you in? Okay. So we've got some specific flashpoints in here. Call of the Locust, King of the Urbies, stock photos, the raid. Nice. Galaxy at War is in here. So we should be able to conquer the galaxy, so to speak, for one of our chosen factions, right? We've got those 3 that we're interested in. If we play a little later, maybe we go Kurita and then we can fight the clans right away. That might be interesting. I believe we'll be able to fight the clans in this. Group salvage. We're just kind of taking our time through here. You can pause and take a look. I don't know all that's in here either. Navigation computer adds system search, map mods, and custom routes into the game. Let's turn that on. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know what it's like without it, but we're going to turn it on. Let's look at the stuff that's not on there. I think, did I just see Quiet Darius? Okay, that's an important one. Skip intro, skip travel cutscenes. I usually add that mod specifically. Full custom career start. Randomizes, yes, we'll randomize. I do that pretty often too. So it'll give us just a random mix of mechs and warriors. That'll be good. Repair bays. Repair multiple mechs per mech pod. Okay. Reputation overhaul. It's been so long since I played Battletech that I don't know 100% what sure most of these do, but I'm excited. Timeline. Grounds Battletech in a particular time period. Oh, I bet you could just say, look, I want to play in this time period no matter how long I play. We're not advancing the period, right? We're just in Clan Wars. We're just in this. We're just in that. I think, okay, we'll leave that off. Turretless vehicle hits. Moves turret hits on turretless vehicles to the facing side front. Well, that makes sense. If they don't have a turret, how do I hit it? Yeah, and so that's the rest of it. So you guys can slow and read those as we go. Again, just essentially two mods. We're running the Battletech Mod Manager. Mine, whoops. Computer's doing something in the background. It wasn't happy with me, but eventually it'll get it caught up on everything we want done. Nexus mods. That's what I'm trying to get to. And we'll go to mods, and we'll say download history, and we'll give it a second. Battletech Revised. Let's put up one more time. Yeah. So we're going to jump into this. This one was uploaded by Don Zappo. I'm not sure who. Created by the BTR Survivors. All right, BTR Survivors and Don Zappo specifically. Thank you for this. I'm excited about it. I love the tone of the writing. That is, in fact, why I chose this one over the other mod that I thought about. I love kind of being respectful and given what you're attempting to do in a clear but humble manner, I guess. And we'll see. I think it's going to be fun. For those of you that are interested, this is the one we're looking at. Next video will be the new game. So thanks for watching. Cheers.